Andy and Larry are fans of a movie called Ninja Scroll by Yoshiaki Kawajiri.
Ninja Scroll, I thought, was one of the best examples of trying to bridge the gap between doing sort of a true full animation like Akira and Ghost in the Shell, and then having a limited budget. And Ninja Scroll, they moved the bar. It's one of the first places too where I noticed the way they edited in terms of like flashes and pops to just sort of jar you a little bit. It didn't have to come with a big explosion. Sometimes you can just go and do like color flashes. And you just go, whoa, okay, that meant something big.
His films are full of movement and really stunning visuals. People chasing each other across rooftops. Great fighting scenes.
That was too easy. What's the problem? Where's your concentration? Maybe you regret taking the red pill.
He was pretty much at the top of our short list, Kawajiri-san. And it turns out he's a big fan of The Matrix. He agreed to work on Animatrix on the condition that he could submit some of his own stories. And he came up with 2 stories, Program and World Record, which we also made with Takeshi Koike directing.
これが大体お話作るときパッと思いついたもんで、ワールドレコードもプログラムも3日ぐらいでやるとしたらこういう話だってバッと作っちゃった話なんで。で、その何かこのワンとの関連性みたいなもんがちょっとあった方がいいかなということで、その例の裏切り者の
You betrayed us, didn't you?
シークエンスをあれをちょっと使ってみて。
Program really explored a facet of the Matrix, which was that simulations, even if you know that they're simulations, can still be dangerous. Like you can still be tricked by them, or you can still want to believe in a simulation. It's just like that character Cypher in the first film. He chooses the simulation even though he knows it's not real.
要するにマトリックスのオムニバス作品の中で自分の個性を出す。まずアクションをどうやって入れようか。でそのアクションもやっぱりそのマトリックスの世界でそのチャンバラできねえかなとか、っていうとこから始まってまして、シミュレーションの中での戦闘シミュレーションの一つとしてで、それだけじゃつまんないなということで、そこに何か主人公が知らないプログラムが入って意外な結果に終わると。でその6分という。
I wanted to go back with you. Love you.
No!
Well, he is really unafraid of melodrama. And I mean, he just lets it fly in terms of an operatic. And he's real specific, though, which is what sells it. And I know for a fact he's a big Western fan. And so there's a real flavor of a kind of the great Westerns where you're suddenly in like a high noon moment or a searcher's moment or something like that. His fabric moves are really audacious and big, so if you're lucky, somebody's wearing a cape.
We got some kind of a note that they wanted the armor and all the weaponry to be historically very, very accurate. And so we did a lot of research around town looking for just the right Japanese swords from a certain era, and the armor had to be this kind of wood with that kind of metal. After doing this research, then we basically determined that it was kind of a translation vagueness, that ultimately the director thought just like we do, which is that it just has to rock. It's the same approach that the Wachowski brothers have.
I think of all the animes, Program is the most traditionally anime in terms of style. The protagonist, the way her character was drawn, looks more anime. The big eyes and the kind of light reflections in the eyes and that kind of thing.
やっぱり二次元っていうものの力をやっぱり特にそのシミュレーション内での空間っていうのはイメージボード書いてくれと箕輪の方に依頼して 書いてもらった中に最初美術にやっぱすすきがブラックベタである。だからキャラの方にもなるだけブラックを入れ込もうと。で美術とキャラクターのマッチングを図ろうじゃないかと。で花札っていうのがありまして、これはトランプみたいなもんです。日本の古い歴史のある、そういうカードなんだけど、でそのデザインというのも非常に日本的で。
That's an anime that actually takes place in medieval times. It doesn't really lend itself to, a track from Prodigy or something. I react very strongly to armies of fighters on horseback and that kind of grand medieval imagery. It's really a masterful piece of medieval action.
要するに演出っていうことも自分が面白いと思ったことを人にどうしても伝えたいと。で人に伝えるにはどういう手法を取れば理解してもらえるのか、この面白さを分かってくれ、それを伝えたい。でそれが演出なんだと。